guys. I thought I'd give you an April update video, just some things to expect in April. First, I apologize for my voice. I'm a little under the weather again. It's like a cold that my family's been passing around, but I'm still doing my best to record some content for you guys. But looking ahead to April and what we have in store, so far on the docket we have Super Mario World's review and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 review on the main channel. In addition to that on the main channel, I also have completed the Talos Principle, and so there'll be a review for that game coming out really soon as well. And I am redoing the Tri-Ace retrospective, and I have finished recording the dialogue for that, so I'm going to be recording footage. So it might come out in April, it might not. In addition to the Talos Principle review, I'm going to do like a little piece on Easter eggs, because the Talos Principle has so many Easter eggs. Now it's not going to be like an Easter egg guide or Easter egg hunter video. It's more going to be something like talking about the significance of putting Easter eggs in your game, and I'm not exactly sure what shape it's going to take, but it's not going to be an Easter egg guide. It's just going to be about Easter eggs and the Talos Principle that I like. It might be a top 10. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but there will be a further video talking about the abundance of Easter eggs in the Talos Principle. It may not come out in April, or it might come out in April and then the Tri-Ace retrospective later. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm a little under the weather, so my brain's not working like it should. So those are the main videos on the channel for April. A few other things I'm working on. I'm working on a new concept called The Pitch on the main channel. I tried out a new video format called The Big Three the other day, and it was about 3 games that are related to each other. And I think I'm going to do another video kind of like that with the UbiArt trilogy. And I'm going to give you some more details on what that means in just a bit. But another idea that I've had is called The Pitch, and it's where I pitch a sequel idea or an idea in general for developers. And the first one is going to be a sequel to Ocarina of Time / Majora's Mask as the next big Zelda game. That it tells us the story of what happened to Link after Majora's Mask leading up to his ultimate fate in Twilight Princess. So I'd love to see a story that bridges that gap. And there are a few fan games that try to do that, but I think that after the highs of Breath of the Wild and the highs of Tears of the Kingdom, to sort of go back to the roots and build a game around this idea of what happened to Link after. I'd love to see a game where you could travel between Termina and Hyrule, and maybe even a third land. We always talk about the dual world mechanic in Zelda games. I think it's time for like a tri-world mechanic, have 3 big maps with lots of dungeons, and sort of go back to that Zelda formula, but expand on it with the open world elements of Breath of the Wild. Sort of make it a greatest hits, and like I said, not be afraid to sort of show us either a happy ending for Link with the promise of something going wrong that leads to the situation he's in, or even just being really bold and giving us sort of a sad send-off. Something. I have a whole pitch put together. The second idea for a pitch is a plot for Metroid 6 that I wrote in response to something that I saw on Reddit about incorporating Ridley naturally back into the story. And so I wrote a pitch for a story, a Metroid 6 outline, if you will. And I'm going to present that as the second episode of the pitch. I don't know when those will come out. They may come out in April, they may come out in May, they may come out later in June or even July. I've also got some top 10s in the works to fill some gaps in the schedule, because it's a little bit easier to make top 10s than it is some of these full-on videos, so I try to use them to sort of fill stop gaps. MediaVision retrospective remake will be coming before too long. So those are main channel ideas. The Let's Play channel, because I finished the Talos Principle, normally I would have had a vote to start the next series of platform games, but because I want to do this UbiArt trilogy video, and it's probably going to be a while before it comes out because I'll need to play 2 games before I can really dive into it. I want to play Rayman Legends, do a review on it, and then when I finish Xenogears or Front Mission 4, whichever comes first, I want to play Child of Light, and I want to do a review on that. And then what I want to do is to make a video that talks about the UbiArt engine and sort of a UbiArt engine retrospective, what might have been, what went wrong, and the games that actually did get made in that engine. I might try to work in the Gravity Falls entry as well. I don't know if I can capture footage for it, but we'll see. That's sort of an idea I've got floating around, and so I'm going to play Rayman Legends, which is an excellent game anyway that I've been wanting to replay for a while. And then we'll play Child of Light on the channel. I'm probably going to be moving the Star Ocean PS1 Let's Play to the Preacher Classics channel in the near future as well, just to keep cleaning up the main channel and taking as many Let's Plays off of it as possible. A lot of the Donkey Kong Country stuff still gets a lot of views, so I probably won't take those videos off the main channel, but all the rest of the Let's Plays, my intention is, and probably eventually those Let's Plays as well, is to take them and put them on either Preacher Classics or on Preacher Plays. So Preacher Plays will be getting Rayman Legends, and then eventually it'll be getting Child of Light. I don't know when that'll happen because I'm not really sure how much, I'm not that far into Front Mission 4, and Xenogears is a huge game. It's already the longest series on my Let's Play channel ever. The Dear Esther one I had a lot of fun with, making it into sort of like a haunted video. So if you haven't seen it and that sounds like something you'd be interested in, that's over there on the main channel as well. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on in Preacher Gamer, Preacher Plays, and Preacher Classics. Preacher Tales, I'd love to do more content, but that channel is just harder to produce content for because it's more labor intensive for me, and I just don't have the time right now. Maybe over the summer I can do a little bit more with it. 2 books are available on Lulu.com right now. The 2 halves of Rune Force, Part 1, Part 2. And so if you haven't checked out those books, I highly recommend you go over and give them a try. I am in the middle of writing the prequel. It may be a little while before the prequel is ready, but I will have the sequel done sometime this year. And then there's another further sequel that I have planned, but I don't know when it will come out. But there should be, by the end of the year, there should be 3 books on Lulu.com that people can purchase and read. Just search for PG Aimer, short for Preacher Gamer. Thank you so much for watching these videos and pushing the channels and just liking, sharing, and subscribing and doing all those wonderful things that just really help me out. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And I hope that all of you are doing well and that you have a great day.